Many people have told me that the best way to start a speech is with some sort of joke. When I started this speech, I got to work and started looking for some, but could sadly only find bad jokes and even worse, puns. For example, the fisherman lost his new fishing hook in the river. He refused to accept it. He was in denial. Or how about, where do fish keep their money? In riverbanks. However, while searching, I did find a parable that I thought was quite interesting. One day, in a small village, two villagers noticed a baby floating down the river. One of the villagers sprang into action, while the other started running upstream. The first asks, "Where are you going? We have to save these babies." And the second replies, "I'm going upstream to see who's throwing babies in the river." To me, this represents that, while it's important to address immediate needs and problems, it is equally important to seek long-term change. The 2022 conservation speech topic is, Rivers and Streams Benefit South Dakota. If we wish to continue to reap the benefits of our rivers and streams in South Dakota, we need to make sure we address problems at the source and seek long-term sustainability. While it's important to clean up the trash and pollution already harming our natural world, it is equally important to seek long-term sustainability and secure the safety of all rivers. Today, I'd like to first talk about why rivers are important to everyone, secondly, why rivers are in danger, and lastly, what can be done to help. To begin, why are rivers important to us? Rivers are like the veins of nature. Although river water makes up only about 0.2% of all the fresh water on Earth, they play a massive role in the balancing of ecosystems, as well as the circulation of nitrogen and sediment, much like how our veins and arteries circulate oxygen throughout the body. Along with this, freshwater rivers support some of the most biodiverse habitats in nature. Many people also directly or indirectly rely on these rivers for water to drink, food to eat, and fertile land to grow crops on. Rivers and streams not only support people and animals, but they also play a role in countless economic industries, including everything from fishing to the trading and transportation of goods, and even paper making. This means that if rivers continue being destroyed, people's lives and livelihoods will be at danger, as well as many populations of organisms that rely on these rivers. These events are already being seen in our world and can be seen in countless examples in recent history. Take the Citarum River in Indonesia as a prime example. The river and its tributaries serve as a vitally important resource to a large surrounding area with an estimated 26 million people relying on this river. Over the past 20 years, the river's water quality has decreased dramatically due to all kinds of garbage and untreated waste being carelessly dumped into the river every day. This pollution regularly clogs drains and blocks waterways, causing the river to flood alarmingly often. The pollution has also killed nearly all the fish, forcing ex-fishermen to attempt to salvage pieces of this garbage and sell it to make a living and support their families and children. This pollution kills the river and the animals that rely on them, fosters disease, and largely decreases the quality of life for people in the area. Rivers also play an important role in the status quo here in South Dakota. Some of the first Europeans to set foot in South Dakota used the Missouri River to gain access, with Lewis and Clark using the river as an easy way to transport their supplies. American pioneers continued to use these rivers for transportation, trade, and commerce. Nowadays, rivers and streams in South Dakota are used as an important source of fresh water for South Dakotans like me and you, as well as an extremely important part of our state's tourist industry. This industry is one of the most important to our state's economy, with tourism bringing around $4.4 billion into our state annually. Tourism activity also contributes 11% of our state's tax money and supports over 50,000 jobs across our state. I feel it's safe to say that our rivers and outdoor attractions are an irreplaceable part of our state and must be protected from excessive pollution and destruction. So, what can be done to help? While we have limited pollution and promoted conservation of the environment, destruction of it continues. Right now, massive steps are being taken all around the world to help ensure a sustainable future. On a communal level, however, it's important that we keep our eyes open for opportunities to help, like a community cleanup or helping adopt a highway, or even just starting to recycle in your home. It's also relatively easy to start just a small group of helpers, whether it be with your church, school, workplace, or using social media. While we have made progress in securing the safety of our planet, many areas, including rivers and streams, are still at danger of irreversible damage. Because rivers and streams are important not only in South Dakota, but everywhere in the world, I feel everyone could be doing more to help the effort. No matter how many laws are passed or agencies created, in order to make long-term and permanent change, we all must do our part in our local communities. In the words of Rob Stewart, a photographer and conservationist, conservation is the preservation of human life on Earth, and that, above all else, is worth fighting for. Thank you.